subscribe, be a good person. Drew from the cartoon, Ugly Me, needs strong minions. Let's help! First up is Aquaman. Do you think this will be a successful transformation? And here's the result. I think quite decent. A minion with horns and edged weapons will be a good helper to the villain. The second comrade is Wanda. Her abilities as a sorceress will perfectly complement the minion. Observe the result. Wow, a minion who can conjure is cool, but it's also a minion girl. This hasn't happened yet. And now it got wildly interesting what would happen if the robot Ultron gave his powers and abilities to the Yellow Man. Not weak, that's a giant. Based on his size, we can safely assume that this RoboCop would be the leader among his own. And even Venom was not left out. He decided to change his host into a minion, thereby pumping up the yellow guy. Look at this transformation. It's awesome. He even has an eye on his arm. Not sure why, but I think he could use it. Next, the fifth character is Groot. Now let's find out what would happen if these two guys merged together. And here's the result. Little Groot with a bump in his hand. I dare say it's not a simple bump, but one that gives fun. As for Deadpool as a minion, I'd like to see. I wonder what will come out. A big Deadpool with a minion's face or vice versa? Interesting situation. Here he is. Neither small nor big, but among minions he would clearly be a favorite. And the next one would probably be Deadpool's friend. Deadpool. He's not so much a minion as a friend of Deadpool's, so he's probably the next best friend of Deadpool's. So the transformation results in a guy who looks a lot like Deadpool, but Deadshot probably has more weapons. Now we have Joker and we have a minion. Now it seems to me that the madness will start. And attention, there's been an emergence of some kind of chump with a big, little eye. But the scary part is that there is no Batman and you don't know who's going to stop him. The turn of Dr. Doom, that you would understand. Now among the minions appear as Doctor, look. And a mysterious personality emerges. You see, yes, that there is not much left of the minion. Most of it is Dr. Doom. And another doctor. Now Nasty Drew will have two new doctors. And this is Doctor Strange in his transformation. He looks like he's already up to something or has something grand in mind. Even the Iron Man has decided to help the minion, so he became stronger and invented a super suit for him. That's a laugh. That's a transformation you just do not see on TV. And now it's Peter Quill's turn, or as he's otherwise known as Star-Lord. He'll lend the minion his suit and fierce slippers. And lo and behold, one of the minions has already tried on his gifts or robes. The Green Goblin will now assist in transforming the minion into a super similar minion, and maybe he'll give him his flying board. See what happens. The transformation is over and he looks about like the Green Goblin, but apparently that guy didn't give him his glider, so now this minion will walk on foot. It's the Winter Soldier's turn to merge with the minion and give him super strength, or at least his iron hand. But no, he gave him his hair, a machine gun and a saber, but he kept the iron hand to himself. A good friend, that's for sure, and it was the turn of the Winter Soldier's friend, Captain America, the leader of the Vigilante Squad. Captain America prepares to copulate with a minion, and so, the transformation was successful, and we see a minion in the costume of Captain America, and even this minion has a shield. Well, he will be the main one among those who transformed. The turn came to Captain Marvel as well. There were willing minions among them who wanted her power, but the transformation went too far, and the minion did not remain a minion, but turned into a little girl. He is not at all like the others. Will he find common ground among his own? It's time for Carnage to choose his own minion. Based on what Venom has become, Carnage should look even more spectacular. Well, not bad at all, looks fun and intimidating, and best of all, he stays in his jeans. He's not naked. The turn of the Red Skull, all long forgotten type, but now he can pick a partner minion. And look what happens. We have a minion, but you'd think he's skinless, all red like that. It's time for the Asgardians. The god Loki is about to give us a chance to transform into him. It's a funny transformation, but it looks to me like he's not a minion, but a little kitten. There's no pattern to the universes, and now we get to see Magneto and his transformation. Wow. It's almost 100% similar to me. Now this guy is going to rule the metal. Attention experiment. Now we will cross an animal and a minion, or rather Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. Wow. What a cutie. That's who should have been in the movie. Just kidding. The true Rocket is cooler. And this is so Drew's sidekick. Would you like to see a little yellow toddler with Wolverine's claws? Now is your chance. You just have to wait a little longer. The transformation is cool, but not what we wanted. This minion does look like Wolverine, but he decided not to put his claws on display. And now it's time for Marvel's strongest hero, Superman. And which minion will be the lucky one? It doesn't matter, either way it will be a strong duo. MBA. I won't say that the outcome killed me, but I was expecting something more. Well, that kind of Superman will do, too. Like it or not, you're about to witness Thanos becoming one with a minion. And yes, that's a formidable look. Does he look like a Viking or something? All in all, Thanos in a minion. That's cool. And here's Thanos Conqueror, Thor the God of Thunder. Any idea what the transformation will look like? Wow. That's not what I was expecting at all. Thought it was gonna be a huge pumped up minion. But here's some goofy guy holding like a hammer in his hand. Here, and the next transformation should be more successful. Now we'll cross-flash with a minion and something cool should come out. And this is another thing. But it seems that this character is not only similar to Flash, but also partially similar to Iron Man. All in all, cool, strong result. And here comes the giant, the green Incredible Hulk. How do you think green and yellow combine? Now we'll check it out. Will be fun if you get a big minion, but green and with one eye. Look, it's just like I said. And who remembers Red Hellboy? He also got into the minion transformation program. And that's what we have in the end, a red-horned but funny guy. One, give him a like. It's nearing the end, and of the extremes now the Ant-Man. It's getting interesting. Whose DNA will prevail over whose? While by this transformation we can understand that the ranks of minions will be joined by a couple of ants. Cool. Well, Spider-Man always turned out cool. No matter who he was crossed with, he was always on top. And here is so totally fun transformation. We see a minion that looks before transformation, and next to it stands another minion, but already with the abilities of a Spider-Man. Wonder Woman. This cute and wonderful creature is about to transform into a yellow runt. Wait. Well, not exactly a yellow runt, but the style of the minion is very similar. On top of that, someone has stolen Captain America's shield. And closing our parade of transformations is Harley Quinn. Strange why so far from the Joker. Well, never mind. Now this sexy girl is going to merge with a minion. Watch the results. Wow. I'll say it's funny, for a fan, but somehow she looks like herself in reality. Not bad. Thank you if you watched to the end. Subscribe fraternally.